Good morning, welcome to another video. As you can see, and as the title says, I'm at Snitterfield Reservoir today. Needs must today, really. Quite limited on time. It's getting on for 10 now. I've got to be out of here for half two. So I thought I'd come somewhere very local to me. As I say, Snitterfield's only up the road, it's only 10 minutes from home, so absolutely perfect. And we should be able to get a few bites. Now, there's not a cloud in the sky, as you can probably see. There's a bite to the wind, there's an easterly blowing. There's a few anglers down the bottom end where, again, I was thinking of going. I never managed to get down that end, or in this corner here. There's a guy in that corner, guy in that corner. So I was going to perhaps try a different swim, but I've not been able to. I've once again, because I'm going to be waffling away to you, I've got myself about as far away from everyone else as I can, because they don't want to hear me rattle, I'm sure, when they're trying to enjoy a peaceful day's fishing. So what I've done is I've come round to the opposite bank to the road to fish this peg we fished earlier in the season with a tree next to it. Now, I had a bit of info from the bailiff last time I was here a few weeks ago. He was fishing in this swim, and he said the crucians often get over here, so it'd be nice to have some crucians, although I'm not sure it's the weather really. We've had some cold nights again. I've got a heat pump at home, and my heat pump for the last 2 nights has gone into frost protection mode, which it goes into when it gets below 4 degrees. So it's been getting cold at night. 3 days ago, I was crunching through the grass at my pool. See the previous video for more info on that. But yeah, I say I haven't got long, so I should probably stop waffling, shouldn't I? What I'm going to do is I'm going to float fish shallow. I think I might put a sleeper rod out. You can probably see the clues down there, method mould, and perhaps fish the method on my my short ledger rod. That's what I'm thinking at the moment. Anyway, I should probably stop waffling, shouldn't I, and crack on. We'll get sorted and I'll run you through exactly what I'm doing. So the plan, I've thrown a couple of handfuls of pellets in just off the end of that tree. I'm going to fire maggots in over the top. Got a few pints of reds. And I think we'll start like that. We'll fish 4 or 5 foot. This weather as it is, I'm sure these fish are going to be up in the water. So we'll try that. Do love fishing shallow. We'll fish not very far out at all, just off the end of that tree. And if there aren't fish there intercepting these maggots, then they'll be getting their heads down on the bottom, hopefully, when the maggots sink. And that's where I put the pellets as well. That's my thinking. It's just some method pellets, which I'll wet up. That's the word I was looking for, wet up. If we go on the method feeder box. I've got a bit of ground bait mixed with some pellets, which I'm going to use at first. In here, a bit of a mix of bits and pieces. Well, I think we'll start off on the float and see what happens. See if we get anywhere. If it's a bit slow, then we'll perhaps change it up to the method feeder. I perhaps might put the method in as a bit of a sleeper rod. Who knows? Right, it's enough waffle. Gear-wise, of course, my Daiwa Connoisseur 14-foot float rod. This is the power version. It's got a bit of backbone to it. They do a Waggler version as well. It's a lot softer. Although I do like the power versions because I'll be using this on the rivers for chub and even barbel, fishing the Waggler. So I like to have that backbone, but it has got a nice soft tip, so doing things like this, catching silvers and hopefully some crucians, etc., it's not an issue at all. Right, I'm going to set this to about 5 foot. So we've got a Dave Harrell sensitive tip Waggler on there. I say the bulk of the shot is under the float. You could use a loaded Waggler, but I do prefer the flexibility of having some shot on the line. And I've got 3 number 8s down the line, and that is it. It's as simple as that. I say very limited time today, so let's see what we can do. I'll keep spraying these maggots in. Unfortunately, I forgot to clean them. They're still full of sawdust. We'll give this 10 or 15 minutes. If it's slow, which it may well be, then we'll perhaps get that method rod out. But if this is going to be crazy busy, like it often is, then perhaps we won't bother with the method. Proper easterly blowing today. It's not very warm wind. I'm hiding behind this tree. But I do think the sun will get on the water. This easterly will blow all this warm upper layers up this end, so I think the fish will get up here. I don't think I've fished the method here before, so it'll be interesting to see if anything happens. Like I say, I'm not getting any signs of anything at the moment, which is fairly unusual. There's certainly some fish here, look, one just jumped out. Alright, float's gone when I wasn't looking. There we go. We got the chublets on the go by the looks of it. There we go. Take long to get the chub interested. It's getting quite a long way down though before getting any bites. Judging by the amount of time it's in the water. Right, this is going now. We've got this going. This feels a better fish. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's a perch, look. You swing him. Just about. Perch are in town. I'm not going crazy at the moment with bites. What I also do is cast to the back of where I'm feeding. Let the maggot sink there. If I get a bite, strike and miss it, or if I don't get a bite, give it a couple of winds again, straighten everything out like that, and fish the front edge or in the middle of where I'm feeding. Get 2 bites of the cherry each cast. This wind is all over the place. It's coming from that way, then it was coming from that way, now it's coming from that way. Makes catapulted maggots accurately very tricky. So like I say, this is not going crazy at all, this. I'm getting some bites, catching a few fish, but it's certainly not like it can be in here. A bite sort of every 10 seconds. Feels a bit better. What have we got? Is it another perch? No, it's a roach, I think. Well, that's good if the roach are there. Fab. Oh, trying to knock him off. Barbless hooks rule on here, obviously. It certainly makes unhooking a lot easier. There we go. Feels a bit perchy. Or is it a nice roach? Ooh, it's a nice roach. Oh, full of them. Go down very nicely today. That's about him. Beautiful. I'm doing if not don't get a bite by the time all the shot have registered on the float. The float's just a probably 5 mil sticking out of the water. As I say, I'm just giving it a quick wind, pull the float under, straighten the gear out again, let the maggot fall again. It's not going to fall through all the layers, but it will fall probably from a couple of foot down, 3 foot down to the bottom of the fall, the amount of line I've got out. No, didn't work that time. I think, to be honest, half the reason I could never get in along that side there. I mean, obviously I could get in, there's lots of swims free, but I don't want to ruck up next to somebody and, as I said earlier, and start chatting away to the camera. It's not very considerate, is it? I think a lot of the reason is, firstly, it's easy to just dump your gear out your car and go and park it in the car park. You don't have to carry it anywhere. But also often that's the side where you've got little wind because it's coming off your back, and the sun shines over there as well, so it's nice and warm. It's the perch. Catching a few perch today. Right, as I say, I'm going to have a little shuffle around now, I think. We can get this method rod out, I'm curious. Let's give this a little go. I'm going to put a couple of maggots on, might be a bit of a risk. We'll start off on maggots. We're getting lots of smaller fish, lots of attention, and we'll change it up. So this rod is my Daiwa Ensign extendable 10-foot ledger rod. Again, as I usually do, I'll stick everything I'm using down in the description below, but suffice to say it's just a flatbed Drennan method feeder. I'm going to squeeze this on as hard as I can because there's some depth of water out there, but I need to keep feeding, not neglect the shallow fish. Right, let's swing this out, see what happens. So I'm not going to go far out, just off the end of that tree. Actually, let's stand up and do this. A lot easier when you're in drone casting. Just sort of over there, perfect. Right, what will happen? Very curious to know if anything's going to happen with that. Alright, we're in. The old method's gone. What have we got? It's just dropped off. Ah, that's frustrating. It didn't feel massive, whatever it was. I think that was a roach or a skimmer or something. I'm going to change this up. I'm going to put on some kind of perhaps band or something we can fish with a pellet. Right, let's try that. Something a bit different. Bright pink, tiny little boilie. There's definitely quite a lot going on that method feeder. It's it's pulling away. Certainly some fish down there. They're pulling away at that. Oh, it's a nice roach. I've catch some lovely roach doing this. Absolutely wonderful. God, they're really lively. There we go. That's what I was saying about that side. That's the road bank. It's so easy to fish along there. Just pull your car up, dump your tackle out, and you have to go and put your car in the car park. I think that's why it's so popular. And of course, a self-fulfilling prophecy, because it's popular, so it gets lots of bait in there. So the fish go over there because there's plenty of bait going in. Oh, all right, there we go. That's what I thought might happen with that. Float rod in. Just saying. I'm surprised it's not torn off. There we go. What's this? Tench, I would think. Oh, it's a little crucian, look at that. It's a little crewy on the method. Come on. Yay! So there are some crucians down there. That's about that. Oh, male by the looks of it as well. He's getting a bit overexcited. Fantastic. Yeah, fantastic. Well, a few of them would be nice. Be nice to have them on the float though. Definitely. Ooh, what we got this time? This is pulling back. Ooh, hello. What is this? Let's try its best to get under the tree. Imagine a tench. Come on. I think he's managed it. Come on. Oh, it's a crucian. And he's managed to get tangled in someone's line that's stuck in the tree. He's out. And now he's tangled around my line. Crewy. Crewy on the float, look at that. Fab. Yeah, some line hanging off that tree. Oh, it's a cracker. That's a cracker as well. Some line hanging off that tree and he got stuck around it. Well, if I'm going to catch those on the float, I think we'll ditch the method rod. It's absolutely fab. I can actually see it. I can actually see it now. There's a float in that tree. Clearly some line coming off it as well. Right, I think I'm going to go a bit deeper again. I think they are a bit deeper, these fish. Despite the swirls we're seeing. I'm going to put 18 inches on here. See how that is. We're about 6 foot now, a good 6 foot I'd say. Let's see what that does. Can't quite work this out today. They're not that interested in coming up in the water. Well, they were catching steadily. I'm not catching loads. And I'm getting swirls near the top. Yeah, when I fish shallow, I hardly get any bites. Like really shallow, 3 foot. Tempted to go on the bottom, to be honest. Obviously, the method feeder was getting knocked about. So I wonder if that might be an idea. Set the float up to full depth just off this tree. So the bites on the drop have almost completely dried up. I have no idea why. I'm continuing to feed, but it's just not happening. It's very strange. So I'm now thinking, well, they get the method rod out and fish it properly down there on the bottom. It did seem to be some fish on the bottom, didn't there? Or we perhaps adjust the float rig and fish that on the bottom. I think I'm a little bit more in favour of doing that, if I'm honest. Oh, hello. Oh, blimey. What is this? Oh dear. What is this? I think it can only be a tench or a carp. Blimey, everything in the insect kingdom wants to land on me at the moment. It's got to be a tench, I think. Just trying to get under there. I'm not going to let him do that. Cheers, Mr. Tench. Or Mrs. Tench, one or the other. Not even that big, but fighting like an absolute demon. Like they do. That's about him. Fantastic. Absolutely tore off. I thought it was a carp for a second. Blimey. Oh, I tell you what, it's just lovely and warm sat in this sun. Well, that was nice. To have a green one. Yeah, it's gone very quiet. Well, it had. It's going crazy again now, it seems. Went really quiet for 10-15 minutes. I couldn't buy a bite. Ooh, hello. Bye bye. I think this must be another tench. Yeah, not getting loads of bites at all on this, but I am getting some nice fish. Yeah, I think it's a tench. Bailiff just come around collecting the day ticket money. He says, "What you got on there?" I says, "Tench, I think." It's cleared off proper. That's what I was saying about this rod though. You can see it's got some backbone, but it's tippy as well. So it's all right for catching smaller fish. But then you've got plenty of grunt. Oh, we need to land this one. We need to land this one. What a scrap. Whoa, it's off again. It is a tench. Oh, look, honestly. I'd have sworn that was £5. It's about £1.50. Give me a right beating. Beautiful. What a fight. Go on. Wow, this is wonderful fun. As I say, not in the slightest bit prolific. Just not catching lots of roach, chublets, etc. Right here. Crucian maybe? Little tench. It's a crucian. Look at that. Come on, in you come. Lovely bar of gold. Oh, absolutely stunning. I love these fish. I really do. That's about that. Buttery bar of gold. Wonderful. I think what's happening here, we've got these fish sort of, as we found out when we fished the method, we've got these fish with their heads down on the bottom, down here. And perhaps that feed's running out a little bit, but it's seems that now fishing sort of above it on the drop is working really nicely. Oh, shut my son out, blimey. Shouldn't have left that in the cart today. Blimey, straight away, and again. Oh, come off. Nice roach today. Roach, tench and crucians. Another lovely, lovely size roach. Absolutely wonderful. Still not getting lots and lots of bites. Just every sort of 3 or 4 casts I get a bite. Which is certainly not a problem, but I've been here in the past and you get 3 or 4 bites every cast. Certainly not like that today. Right, I'm going to drop this float down to the bottom, I think. See what we can do. Oh, this is a fish that's putting a bend in the rod. Thump, 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 thump. Ooh. I was just wondering what to do actually, because it's fairly quiet here. But if I go out, I don't know, 25 metres, something like that, then I'm getting lots of roach and chub at the tench. So I was wondering, perhaps I should put a method feeder down there and then fish long and get some bites. But we are getting bites over here, just we get a bite about every 10 minutes. God, it's so lively. They are so lively. Come on. Well, we'll try and have a look at her, but she's absolutely feisty, this little one, this little lady. There we are. Tench and Crucians. Absolutely fantastic. Now, what do we do? What do we do? Do we get on the method down here? Fish a bit further out? Or do we... Well, I should say where we're getting bites about every 20 seconds. Or do we come in here on the float rod, get a bite about every 5 or 10 minutes? But it's a tench or a crucian generally. Tricky one. What we're basically doing is I'm set at about 7 foot-ish. And I'm fishing on the drop all the way through that 7 foot. And sort of in here next to this tree, or level with the tree, certainly that'll just about be on the bottom. So that's what I'm kind of doing really. I'm casting out there, having it, letting it sink about a yard off the tree to depth, then bringing it in and letting it sink again, sort of level with that tree, and hopefully it'll sink down onto the bottom. That's my thinking. I thought that was going sideways. And it seems to be working, as you can see. Ooh, no, 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 no. It's trying to get back under the tree. What's this? It feels a bit jag, 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 jag. It may be a small tench, but it might be a crucian. It is a crucian, I thought it was. A funny fight. See, that's working. It is working. Hooks one that in the net. Another stunner. Absolutely wonderful. Yeah, there you go. That's the setup. I've got the hook here. We are certainly about 7 foot, if not a little bit more. And that's just about the depth we've got next to that tree. You can tell when it's sunk as well, once all the shot have registered on the float. Now it's just slowly sinking through the water as those number 8s start to register down the line. There we go. Oh, wow, this is working, isn't it? I'm not letting the bait sit on the bottom very long either. I've not had a bite within certainly a minute. Comes back in. Nope. Well, that was a crucian, wasn't it? Porpoising out. Oh. Beautiful bite. No, you're not going under the tree. It's great. persuaded this one not going under the tree. It feels like another crucian. But if it is, it's a decent one. Can't be, can it? Put that much bend in a rod. No, Tench, you fooled me. This is cracking. I'm loving this. Tench and Crucians in the sunshine. Wow. Now another angry male. It's going to beat me up in the landing net. There we go. They're all about the same size. Again, double maggot. I've tried some pellets on the hook, but nothing. But you know, I've been feeding maggots for a few hours, haven't I? So not really surprising, I guess. Well, I am still feeding them. Although I have chucked some pellets in just, which prompted me to try one on the hook, because it's not, as I say, it's not going crazy. Because we're not catching all the silvers we'd often catch if we're fishing on the drop. What's this? First thought it was a roach, and it felt a bit like a crucian. There's charged off out there. It's not doing a lot. So maybe it's a tench. Although I'm getting that thump, 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 like you get off a crucian. But I think it's fighting too hard to be a crucian. I think it's a tench. I just sort of caught a glimpse. God, these little tench, they fight like crazy. It's a crucian. Little tench fight like crazy. It's a nice crucian. That's why. What a day. What a day we're having. How's about that? Maggot in the corner of his mouth. This is absolutely fantastic. I'd seen a couple of flashes of it. I thought it was a tench. Didn't look golden enough. What do I know? But sacrificing chasing bites to concentrate on tench and crucians has certainly paid off. I think if we were fishing 25, 30 yards out there, having had a little go earlier, I think we'd be doing our usual shallow fishing, getting loads and loads of bites. There we go. That was another one. Oh, it's off under there again. No, you're not having any line. No. Oh, determined to get under there. It's another one. It's another one. It's another one. Boy, we caught some cruises today. Wow. 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 Another stunning buttery bar of gold. Apologies for the noise. I don't know what's going on over there. There's something going on behind the hedge over there. Sounds like somebody's driving the digger through a forest, knocking all the trees down as he goes. Absolute racket. There's always a lot of noise going on over there from diggers and stuff. Is this another one? Or is it a tench? It's another one, I think. It is. Wow. Beautiful. This is wonderful. How can you not love a crucian? It's so beautiful. Cracking. Well, I've thoroughly enjoyed this. I think we've got about half an hour left before I've got to go. But what a cracking session. For a bit of an opportunist sort of, shall I go, shall I not go? I wasn't sure I was going to come out today, to be honest. Really wasn't sure. Fairly limited time. I just thought, no, it's going to be nice. Although it's cold, it's going to be nice, so make the most of it. I'm not even overcasting and leaving it there anymore to sink. I'm just getting it right in next to that tree. That seems to be where the majority of the bites will come in. So I'm just getting it straight in now. Letting it sink onto the bottom, leaving it on the bottom for a minute or so, then repeating. See, that's just about got down to depth now, looking at the float. I'll give that a minute. If it doesn't get taken, we'll recast. Wow, lovely roach. I'm just looking at the time. It's pretty much time. I've got to go. I think I'm gonna string it out for 5 more minutes. Right, that is it. Time's caught up with me. I've been hanging on and hanging on and hanging on, thinking one more fish, but I've got to go. I have got to go. Right, we'll have a quick pack away, then we'll have a look what we've caught. Right, let's have a look at this lovely net of fish. Quite fancy having a look at these crucians actually a bit separately, but that's about that. Lovely net of fish. Wow, that's about that. Beautiful net of crucians. We caught 7. One just got out as I was sorting them out of the keep net. Absolutely fantastic. Beautiful. Look at that. Absolutely wonderful. 7 of the best. Right, let's get them back. Well, what a wonderful few hours down here. It's getting on for 2:30 now, so I really have got to go. But yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. Tench and crucians. To me, tench and crucians are like the still water version of chub and barbel. Absolutely love them. Can't get enough. Absolutely cannot get enough. I've really enjoyed that. It's something a bit different as well. We started off shallow. That wasn't really working, which turned out a good thing in the end. But yeah, that's fantastic. We've had seven crucians, 7 nice crucians. Biggest one was probably pushing a pound, getting up that way somewhere anyway, somewhere up there. I didn't weigh any of them. And yeah, half a dozen tench. Again, all around the pound and a half mark, something like that. The fishing shallow didn't really work closer in. It was a good thing really. In the end we were fishing through the water, but the maggot was going to the bottom. I was leaving it on the bottom for about a minute and then recasting, and that was really doing the trick. And I'm sure we could have had more bites if I was able to stay longer, but I'm just not able to. School run to do. Now, I should be out again early next week. I'm not sure where, not sure doing what. I do fancy going over to Jubilee again, if I can get some cover for one of the school runs, perhaps morning or evening, or afternoon I should say. Perhaps the afternoon one will be better. I can do the school run in the morning, get over to Jubilee, get on Island Lake, because there's some nice perch I've been hearing in Island Lake, so I do fancy having a go for them. So that might be the next video. We'll just have to suck it and see about conditions as well. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that half as much as I did. I have absolutely loved it. I've got a smile from ear to ear. Enjoy your own angling. Many thanks to the channel patrons for your wonderful support. Thanks to those of you who support me through buymeacoffee.com as well. And I'll see you again very soon.